As schools prepare to reopen, the Clay County School District is asking for parents and students to choose how they want to learn this fall. There are 4 options for what they're calling a smart restart. They include traditional brick and mortar, Clay Virtual Academy, One Clay Online, and blended learning. And joining us now to break down these different options is the chair of the school board, Carol Studdard. Carol, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much for asking me to interview, and I'm really happy to be able to talk to you and get the word out to parents.
And for starters, can you walk us through this process of coming up with this plan and the factors that went into the decision making for these different options?
Well, we've had several committees, healthcare professionals, teachers, parents, everybody, safety, different committees who have been meeting regularly to come up with a plan so that we could open in the safest manner possible. Of course, with the executive order, first of the week, it through Clay County, as the other counties in Florida occur, we certainly had to go back and go to plan B, so to speak, and we have to come up with a smart restart plan. The main focus of this plan is to give the parents options so that if they feel that their child should go back to the brick and mortar school, they certainly will be able to. If parents feel that it would not be right for their child to go back to school, some of them have residents living in their homes that are compromised and do not need to be exposed in any way. So it's up to the parents to be able to decide what is best for their child or children. And so by giving them the options, it's a parental decision as to what is in the best interest of their child.
And can you briefly outline how each different option would work?
Well, with the governor's executive order, the traditional brick and mortar, that is for K through 12, they will go to school just like they have in the past before the pandemic. Then the Clay Virtual Academy is for K through 12, but there are flexible hours with that. So if they can't do, regular school day hours, they do have the flexibility to do it in their own time. And then the One Clay Online is just for K through 6. So if a parent wants to do that in K through 6, the One Clay Online would be an option that they would want to look at. And then the blended learning model is for 7th through 12th grade. And what happens then is the students will go to school to take some of their classes, and then they would go home and they would do the others through the Clay Virtual Academy. But that would give them some flexibility also.
And Carol, real quickly before we let you go, what has some of the feedback been like that you've received from parents and teachers so far about these options?
Well, I tell you, I'm sure the other board members have received probably 100 emails about this from parents and teachers who are greatly concerned for their students and for the teachers themselves. Our teachers are afraid, and I understand that. We just have to come up with a plan that will keep everyone as safe as we possibly can keep them. We have a workshop this Tuesday at 3:30, and the board will be discussing the plan as proposed by Superintendent Brodsky, and if there's any tweaks that need to be made, the board will say that. But it looks like a good plan to me, and I think it's a workable plan. I can assure people that the board and the superintendent and everyone in our district are going to work to try to make it at the opening of schools as safe as we possibly can. There will be some glitches. There are kids who have medical problems that we certainly will need to take into consideration and try to accommodate. We have teachers who are compromised health-wise. It may be that they want to be a virtual teacher. So we have sent a survey out to the parents with these choices for the 4 different models, and they are to return these back in by the 16th. And it's very necessary for us to get these because we must plan so that we have teachers in the brick and mortar and also teachers in the virtual, and make sure that we have ample employees to do their job, and we need to know where they need to be. And so the parents need to work with us on this so that we can plan for the opening of schools. And I'm optimistic. We have purchased quite a few items to help with the safety and the cleanliness of the school, and I feel optimistic. I think we have a plan now, and it's a workable plan. It gives the parents the options so that they can make a personal decision as to what is in the best interest of their child.
Great, Carol. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. All very valuable information. Whether your students go to school in Clay County or another county, you can sign up for our Facing the Fall newsletter. There you can find the date for the first day of school, as well as the options that all of the districts have laid out. There is a place for you to also ask questions. That and more is on news4jax.com. We'll be right back.